There's an age-old adage in life. You get what you pay for. Classic examples, those $5 umbrellas that appear out of nowhere whenever it rains. You know, they flip inside out at the first light gust. Or those low-rent fast food places, beware, folks, of street meat. Or those mail-order brides and grooms from Russia or Slovakia. Pretty sure they aren't there through sickness and in health. And how about brand new shoes sponsored by top athletes? Come on, Gronk. Did you really think these would be fashionable? Great football player, lousy shoe salesman. But if you look for cheap way out, expect some disappointment, folks. Umbrellas, bad burgers, 90-day fiancé. You get what you pay for. Now, in politics, you get what you vote for. And folks, Democrats, independents, you voted for him. He's all yours. Old man Biden, sliding Biden, dementia man in chief. Yours, and yours. Lion Biden, yours. You have to be livid as the news broke today that OPEC, the oil cartel that continues to choke the life out of America, their biggest customer, by the way, OPEC this morning pulled back 2 million barrels of oil production, 2 million barrels per day. Here's how the White House saw that move by the Arab cartels. According to a leaked report, which CNN got their hands on, again, according to CNN, obtained documents, White House officials told the U.S. Treasury on Tuesday, quote, the prospect of a production cut as a total disaster and warned that it could be taken as a hostile act. Important. The memo goes on to say the White House is having spasms and panicking, another U.S. official said, describing this latest administration effort as taking the gloves off. See how that turned out. Listen to the tone of that White House. A memo to Treasury outright warning OPEC if they just cut any production cuts at all, it would be disastrous for the United States. And they warned the cartel through that memo that any cut would be seen as a hostile act, and I'm quoting them, and a total disaster, and I'm quoting them, and that any cut in oil production at all would mean the Biden White House would be taking the gloves off. So what did the OPEC cartel do? Well, instead of the planned 1 million barrel cut in production per day, a hefty amount, by the way, they went with double that amount. 2 million barrels per day cuts, thumbing their greasy Arab oil camel racing fat thumbs at Joe Biden, and therefore thumbing the American people, you and me. How does that FU to Biden affect you and me, you may ask? Pull up a chair, my friends. That oil, 2 million barrels per day off the world market, has already spiked crude oil $7 per barrel. As we speak, Brent crude, the major European crude, is nearing $95 per barrel again. I warned you about this months ago. The winter was going to be a real biatch, so to speak. Gas prices are headed back up now, meaning food prices will stay elevated. And with the winter heating season approaching fast, your heating bills, either electric or natural gas, will be a massive burden to all of us. No one will be exempt. In California, a gallon of gas today, as we speak, on average, is already soaring at $6.51 a gallon today on average. Before that $7 rise in crude even begins to make its way from your wallet into the mega billionaire Arab oil sheiks' piggy banks, gas is rising while we are speaking right now. Now is a good time to highlight the sheer hypocrisy of this Biden administration. As I show you how they lie, cheat, and steal, I want you to remember something. These people in charge have done nothing, absolutely nothing to solve our current energy crisis, one created and curated by the Biden administration. So as they wish and hope the energy crisis just goes away, spoiler alert for your liberals, it won't. As they wish and hope the energy crisis goes away, they lie to you about why it's even a crisis. As prices were escalating well before Putin raided Ukraine, they were up $1.50 even before February 24th of this year, the day Putin's tanks rolled in Ukraine from Belarus. As gas prices continue to soar higher, breaking record highs, the Biden Brain Trust, an oxymoron, by the way, the Biden Brain Trust thought we would be stupid enough to believe their BS, suggesting it was all Putin's fault. Again, prices were nearing record territory even before Putin fired a single shot from a Kalashnikov. Yet KGP blamed Putin for the full Monty. Listen.
We have to remember how we got here. What is the cause? You know, Putin's war, we call it Putin's tax hike, has caused gas prices to go up $2 per gallon.
Even though $1.50 of that, too, was already there before Putin did anything. Fine. She's a liar, lying for a lying administration. No shocker there. But hold on. Let's listen to these folks again take credit as prices fluctuated down after the massive run-up. As any economist will tell you, they should fluctuate and correct for a time. But again, remember, these people did nothing about the energy crisis to ease the pain. And so listen to them take credit.
We're now seeing 50 days into what remains the fastest decline in gas prices in over a decade. Gas prices are now down 86 cents a gallon from their June peak, saving American families with 2 cars on average over $90 a month on gas.
Still higher, $1.50 higher than when they took over. This is amazing. They were taking credit for a normal economic fluctuation after a record run-up of prices. Surely they didn't think a few million barrels of oil released from our SPR, Strategic Petroleum Reserve, would matter a bit, did they? A million here, a million there is literally, as they say, a drop in the bucket because we use 20 million barrels per day. So their SPR trick was in name only and had no economic effect on oil prices. How do I know that? Well, again, apples to apples, as we prefer here, nothing has changed, folks. And now oil prices are starting to go up again, and gas is on its way back up again. And even before the oil cartel today stuck an Arabian scimitar into our backs, sword, thanks to a feckless and useless and weak Joe Biden. Even before that 2 million barrels thumbed in our eye came off the market, KJP blamed yesterday, the recent run-up in gas prices on, wait for it, Putin's war again.
There have been global challenges that we have all dealt with. When I say all, meaning other countries as well have dealt with since the pandemic. There's been pandemic and there's been Putin's war. And Putin's war has increased gas prices at the pump. We have seen that over the past several months.
So prices go up, they spike, and they blame Putin's war. Nothing changes, literally nothing on their part, and they fluctuate back down, and somehow that's a Biden success. Pat themselves on the back. And then, as we predicted here, again, nothing changed again. Gas prices start to rise. And then they go back to, well, so to speak, it's Putin. It's Putin's war for the new pain at the pump. Did anyone ask why Putin's war was not a factor for the few days gas was going down? I don't think so. The point is, folks, they have the tools to solve this crisis, a crisis that matters to every single American. Prices are headed up again and even higher than they were before. Why do I know that? Because they're starting from a higher starting point. The launch pad is already higher, is way up higher than it was when Trump handed over the Oval Office to these incompetents. It's going to get much worse. I'm seriously sorry to have to bring this news to you. It just is. But it doesn't have to be this way. For a brief period, just 2 years ago, under Donald Trump, forget Trump for a minute. Under every conservative pleading, we were fully independent for oil. We produced all the oil we needed, all 20 million barrels per day. And that's why gas was under $2 a gallon. And that's why the economy was growing at a record clip. Biden put the proverbial hydraulic brakes on oil production. Oil production stands at 11.8 million barrels per day. And therefore, he slammed the brakes on our energy independence. And that's why gasoline will be headed back to the skies. And over in Saudi Arabia and Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, well, they're dancing chic to chic with joy at their newly refreshed coffers, again, at your family's expense. And all due to Joe Biden's unwillingness to just lift a finger to solve an easily solvable, again, yet major issue to America. So next time you fill up your tank and get sticker shock, or the next time you look at your kids and say, we can't go out to dinner tonight, babies, it's too expensive. Please do me a favor. Picture that man right there, smiling, eating ice cream, laughing as you struggle. And all he'd have to do is pull the drill trigger, and yet he won't. You get what you vote for, folks, and Libs, independents, you got him. He's all yours. Are you paying attention yet?
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
real news
For real people.